Another day. And another Polaroid. Sup? Suppity sup. Another day. Another magical bike ride. Wait for the light here for a change. Hope your day's going all right. Mine's not too bad. Can't complain other than the fact that it's garbage day. I have become garbage, polluter of earth. Haven't rode in a couple days. Actually, that's not true. I didn't ride yesterday, but I rode the day before, and I didn't upload the video. Because there was a nasty finger smudge on the camera. The footage was still mostly serviceable, but I didn't bother because there was a couple of annoying things in the ride that put me in a kind of a bad mood. And like, even when it's other people's fault, if I'm being a douche a little bit, you know, and I catch myself after the fact, I'd rather not bring your day down with negativity, you know. So that finger smudge coupled with me not reacting as well as I could, not that I did anything bad in the video anyway, but one plus one was enough to add up to 2, so I didn't upload that one. I have some somewhat sad news to share. Doesn't impact anyone here except for my family. I had mentioned that my uncle didn't have long left a couple videos back, and he lived his last day, not yesterday. Like, pretty much yesterday as in the middle of the morning. So he passed. He was in his late 70s. Been battling with cancer for a while already, you know. I respect the way he handled his passing a lot, you know, he didn't just suddenly spring it on people, you know, and make it to be this abrupt tragedy, you know. It's much easier for people to accept and deal with it, you know. Come on, man, go. How are you gonna ride this slow? Like you're going 10. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't super close to him, but I just feel bad for my father and my other aunts and uncles, and I just think about my grandparents and how they would feel about it, you know, and it sucks. It brings up that awareness, you know, for other people that are also older in your family, of when it's going to be their turn kind of thing. You know, try not to think about it too much or predict it too much, because it's kind of morbid, you know. For me in my 20s, I always had like a big anxiety around dying. It just like consumed me so much, you know. I think about it. Part of that is because I used to use weed, and that like typically can make you very existential. Yeah, and just at some point I completely lost cunt in the pickup contesting for absolutely no reason. Yeah, at some point I lost that really deep existentialism. You know, there comes a point where you're like, it's wild. There comes a point where you're like, enough's enough, you know, and you're just not afraid anymore. You can do better than 20. Fucking asshole. Now, I'm not recommending anybody to do so. But I had like quite a few experiences with magic mushrooms in succession in my 20s, you know. And after that, I just lost so many of my previous social inhibitions that I used to have. Like, I lost them permanently. And the overarching fear of death I used to have, I definitely lost it then too. I haven't done anything like that for more than at least 10 years now, I think. Close to it anyway. If not. About 5 years or so ago, I was really big into vaping dry herb weed. I'm not talking like a Juul vaporizer with that the Chinese chemical poisons in it. No, I was vaping for about about 5 years straight before I started to observe any negative effects. And once I saw it starting to impact my breathing, I stopped completely. So for years and years now, pretty much been 99% sober. I don't take anything. I ingest coffee about twice a day. That's about the limit I get freaky with it at. Even coffee is just such an experience. Like, I wonder how people with schizophrenia react to coffee. I imagine it fucks them up. Oh. Hey, I have a question for anyone who's like has an advanced road bike, you know, a guy I also watch that watches me sometimes. His name's Kansai Sprockets. He used to work for Shimano, so maybe some of you could give me your honest opinion. I could either go for Shimano Ultegra or I could go for Shimano 105. And I'm talking about the mechanical versions of these group sets. I'm not talking about Di2. If you could choose, choose, which one would you choose? You know? And more than that, which one do you think is better for budget, you know? Because by all metrics, by like some metrics, by a little bit, I see Ultegra's cheaper, you know. So what do you think is the better choice? The most recent mechanical 105 or the most recent mechanical Ultegra? And you know, I see some good reviews. I may go the AliExpress route. You know, I might just go on and build my own road bike, you know. I really prefer to get away from this bus. That's better. Nasty exhaust on that thing. That car locking itself right there while honking is exactly the reason why I love riding with my headphones on. even though people swear up and down that I'm unsafe for doing so. Holy shit. Would have been better off going for the light. There's so many people that have no riding etiquette whatsoever. It's so disgusting. What the fuck is this idiot doing? For sure not a best time tonight, but I'm enjoying myself. Weather's beautiful. yeah, I'm thinking more and more about getting my hands on the best 105 or Ultegra group set again, and just slapping it on whatever carbon I can, you know. I think that's probably going to be my best route to getting a reasonably priced bike. Certain brands just want way too high of a price for what they're putting out there right now. I just can't get on board, you know. I watch a guy that I disagree with a lot of what he says, but what he does say that I do agree with is a lot of people on road bikes are fashion victims. And I agree with that. Off your phone. I usually won't say shit to people on their phone, but if you're literally going 13 kilometers when I have no recourse to get around you, I'm gonna fucking say something. And I'm also gonna hold myself back from doing what I want to do. Lane open now. Maybe. Someone was hit here the other day under the bridge. On the other side here, right here. And after I saw that area coned off like that so narrowly, I should have saw that coming. They were hit by a box truck, and a lot of trucks start taking that hill at 40. And I don't know how the hit actually occurred, but a likely scenario would have been that, you know, it's a heavy box truck taking the hill at 40. Since it's heavy, it goes to 50. And you know, it's a downhill, so the truck can't stop as quickly as it would like to. And that's my guess on what happened. But I don't actually know. They could have got pinched too. That spot is really dangerous there because the road's all messed up in the bike lane because of the heavy trucks that normally drive on it there. It's not a sealed lane, you know? So you get all these like big cracks that would cause a less adept rider on a less purpose bike for riding that kind of banged up terrain. You know, and you got people who, I'm not trying to insult him, but the guy we just passed, you have people trying to ride at that speed when there's impatient drivers behind you doing 50 on the downhill. You know, it's like, what do you think was going to happen there? Man, I lost on this deal. I didn't realize that this was raised. Thought I was being nice. I thought I was being nice without cost. There's no good deed goes unpunished. Let that be a lesson to you. And then I see the Reddit too. Most upvoted comments like, and this might make you people, a lot of other bikers, disagree and hate me, but just because you have the right answer doesn't mean you have the answer that's going to save your life. You can be right and die if you want. Another top-rated comment is like, this is why I ride right in the middle of the road and I don't let any cars pass me. And it's like, yeah, want dead? You know, like you can't think like that as a rider. There is no in-slot answer for every situation. In a situation such as that one, the answer, if you're a slow rider in that spot where that rider got hit, the answer is to ride on the sidewalk. If you can't brake 25 kilometers per hour, don't go under narrow bridges. I'm telling you that. There, especially in construction areas, because that's exactly where accidents do happen. And even that might not always be the right answer either. You know, there are times where you should defend your road position. I'm not saying he's wrong, but you need to realize the elements at play, you know? And give the respect where it is due. You give respect, y'all, where it is due. This person's bike fell over. The nice thing to do would be to stop. But I'm sorry, my back hurts. Wow, what a piece of shit, Rusty. You could have helped. You chose not to. The internet is gonna rain negative karma on you for this one, kid. Oh no, I'm sorry. Be a red light on the back, girly. You're gonna confuse people thinking that you're oncoming when you're ongoing. changing. Like that. That's it. That's all. And remember, the same ride is never the same ride.